So first off, I'd like to call all of your attention to our presentation of colors, followed by our Pledge of Allegiance, led by the Arcadia Police Department Honor Guard. After our Pledge of Allegiance, we will have our invocation. So if I can please have the Arcadia Police Department Honor Guard. If you could all please rise if you're not. Thank you. If you could please place your right hand over your heart, face the flag, ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And at this time, I'd like to invite Pastor John Schulte from the Arcadia Community Church for our invocation.
Thank you, Mayor. At this time, we have the privilege and opportunity to direct our hearts to prayer. Father, we are so grateful to live in or work in the wonderful city of Arcadia. It is a joy to celebrate the accomplishments of this past year. Thank you for the hard work of our mayor and city council members. We recognize those who've made the vision and mission of our city a reality. How thankful we are for the commitment that they demonstrate every day, often unseen. Those in our administrative departments, city managers department, and all those who provide the city services in public work that make our lives more comfortable. We are mindful and pray for the safety of those who guard our welfare and our property and environment, particularly our fire department and police. We are thankful for those that keep us healthy physically and mentally in the library and museum services and through recreation and community services. We are looking forward to the years ahead and ask that you bless us as we go for the gold in new and creative ways. We ask your blessing upon all that is planned and carried out so that it might be a benefit to the citizens of this fair city and honor and glorify you. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Schulte. And now at this time, before we jump into Arcadia's accomplishments over the past year, I'd like to mention our keynote speaker for tonight's event. It's American figure skater and Olympic medalist, Mirai Nagasu. She's a San Gabriel native, competed in the 2018 Winter Olympics, where she became the first American woman to land a triple axel, helping the U.S. earn a bronze medal in the Olympic team event. Even better, Mirai's parents are longtime Arcadia business owners, serving up the best sushi on Baldwin Avenue at Sushi Suzu. But before we hear from Mirai, I'd like to recognize a few of our special guests here in the audience today. We have our Mayor Pro Tem, Michael Cow. Where is he? Hiding in the shade. All right. Council Member Paul Chang up front. Council Member Sharon Kwan in the orange. There we go. And hold on one second. And Council Member Eileen Wang. And yes, those of you, we can go ahead and be seated. And then also in our audience today, we have Fionn Lam representing Assemblymember Mike Fong's office. Fionn, hiding in the shade. There she is. Tiffany Tran from Supervisor Catherine Barger's office. Thank you for being here. Our former Arcadia Mayor, Peter Admonson. Former Arcadia Mayor, Sheng Chang. Dr. Sheng Chang. Former Arcadia Council member, Mike Danielson. Yes, braving the sun. Thank you, Mike. All right. Let's see, did we have Alhambra Mayor Ross Maza show up? No, not yet. Monterey Park Mayor Thomas Wong, also RSVP'd. He's here? Where? In the back, in the shade. Come on. Okay, Dr. Tony Fellow from the Upper San Gabriel Valley Water District Board. Did he show up yet? We had, I know I saw Joan Schmidt, Linda Sells. Did we also have Michelle Wright and John Griffith of our MAD Town Council? That's our Monrovia, Arcadia, Duarte Town Council. I know they're here somewhere. They're in the shade also. There they are. Thank you for being here. All right, and we've got members of our Arcadia Board and commissions, our planning commissioner. I know I saw Angela Wee. Angela, right there she is, standing at the back. And then I know we had members of our Arcadia Unified School Board. I saw Fenton Eng, Lee Chavez, Kay Kinsler. Was anybody else here? Oh, the rest are out of town. Okay, good. All right. And I'd also like to recognize my family for being here today. They're up in front. Say hi. My husband, Chris, my son, Andy, my daughter, Katie, and, and my staff is here from my office. Thank you as well for being here today. I'd also like to extend a very big thank you to this year's sponsors of our State of the City. It's the shops at Santa Anita, and we have Lisa here and her team. Thank you. Also, Waste Management. Josh, where'd you go? There he is. Thank you. And our LED screen is provided by LED Rentals LA, if their representative is here. So thank you all so much for your support of this 2024 State of the City event. Also, to our event co-host for this evening, the Arcadia Chamber of Commerce. Thank you so much for your partnership. Year after year, we appreciate the opportunity to collaborate on so many great efforts like this. Your work to cultivate a strong business community in Arcadia keeps us moving forward. And at this time, I'd like to invite Brian Green, President of the Arcadia Chamber of Commerce, to the stage to say some remarks. And hopefully you won't melt before your remarks are done, because I'm melting. All right.
Thank you, Mayor Verlato. I don't know if you remember, but I think I was president of the chamber the last time you were mayor, so it's an honor to be able to be termed out with you at the end of the year. So just some quick updates about the Arcadia Chamber. Like everybody else, we had a little bit of a difficult time during the pandemic, but I'm proud to say we can report tonight that the state of the chamber is strong. We have 439 members currently. We're working our way back up to the more than 500 members that we had prior to the pandemic. We're trying to be innovative. Costs are up and everything's a little more expensive. We haven't wanted to pass that on to the chamber members, so we're trying to be innovative and come up with new ways to cut down the costs of the events, and we're including new sponsorships at many of the events, which are helping offset those additional costs to keep members involved. We certainly appreciate all the great support from the City Council and the City of Arcadia with everything that we do. It's a true partnership. And one of the ways that they've helped us is they started a program called Arcadia Strong, which is now Arcadia Stronger, which is basically like a scholarship program where somebody who might not be sure if they want to join the chamber can get a free membership for 1 year, with the hope that after a year they're going to see so many great benefits from being in the chamber that they will continue their membership in the Chamber of Commerce. In the past year, we've added 40 new members as a result of the Arcadia Stronger program. We have a number of events that we do every month. I think you're familiar with a lot of them. Rise and Shine, Networking Breakfast. Maybe we'll see you there next Thursday, June 20th. Networking at Noon, Learning Lab, Community Connection, Chambering 101, Connect and Prosper. We have a number of mixers and ribbon cuttings. We know that one size doesn't fit all, so we're trying to come up with events that if you don't like one event, maybe you'll like one of the other ones that can hopefully help you with your business. We've also done Dine Arcadia both last fall and this spring with great success. It's a great way to promote restaurants in the area and get new customers into the restaurants that hopefully will become regular customers, so that we help business that way. We held our second annual golf tournament it's only about a month ago in May. We made money with the first golf tournament a year ago. We made even more money. It's our best fundraiser to date for the chamber to help keep things going, and we're really proud of that. We had a full sellout, and we had a number of sponsors. We'd love to see you there next year. The word is spreading quickly that after a 5-year hiatus, my favorite event is going to be back September 21st. That's a Saturday. Taste of Arcadia is returning. We're so happy about that. It's going to be held in the afternoon over at Santa Anita Park and Racetrack, so look forward to seeing you then. We're still finalizing details, but again, it's going to be a great event and a lot of fun. Finally, I can't let this opportunity go to say thank you to our hardworking staff of Chamber CEO Karen McNair and Director of Operations Carrie Lynn Barker. Thank you so much for everything you do. Karen takes a good event and makes it great. She's always looking to innovate and find better ways to do things. Thank you to the Executive Board, the Chamber Board this year, and appreciate the opportunity to talk a little bit about our great Chamber of Commerce. Thank you again to the city for doing everything you can to support us, and we'll see you at a Chamber event around town. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. All right, so this year, the theme for the State of the City was going for the gold. No, it wasn't going for the extreme heat that we're now experiencing, but yeah. But I'm going to tell you this, when I imagined this, it was much cooler in my head. It was an evening event, and I'm like, yeah, and we'll have like the mocktail, right? Did you guys get the mocktail, the golden moment mule, right? It was great, very refreshing, and yeah, somehow I missed the part about like it could be really, really hot today. So if you're enjoying the nice, warm outdoor venue, that was my idea. If you're hating this and feeling like you're melting, it was Emily Buchanan. There she is. Thank you, Emily. All right. Okay. So yes, so the theme for tonight was going for gold. This theme resonated with me for 2 reasons. First, our keynote speaker, Mirai Nagasu, knows exactly what it's like to compete on the world's greatest stage and pursue her own gold medal moments. Second, this theme seems to best characterize Arcadia's efforts over this past year, whether it be through our major achievements or our efforts to provide best-in-class service. Arcadia is always going for gold in everything we do. In my time as the mayor, I've had the privilege of being part of countless special moments and milestones for Arcadia. It is truly humbling to reflect upon all we've accomplished in the past year and see how the community has grown and changed. For someone who grew up in this city, started my practice in this city, raised my family in this city, and was elected to lead this city, my love for Arcadia has only deepened as I watched our community navigate the difficult challenges and changes towards the next evolution of our city. In the past year, we've approved several new projects that will have a tremendous impact on those who visit Arcadia, and more importantly, those who live in Arcadia. Through the developments of mixed-use projects and more affordable units, we can offer the privilege of living in Arcadia to even more people. Last month, Trammell Crow broke ground on the Alexan Azalea, which will bring 319 units and 7 stories of living space to Santa Anita and Santa Clara. The project will offer 26 of these units as affordable housing. Bringing this project to life will create 2,000 full and part-time jobs and will generate $5.7 million in impact fees that will be used to provide essential services to these new residents. In the coming years, we will welcome the sister property to this project, the Alexan Arroyo. It will be on Santa Anita, just south of the Gold Line tracks. This is a slightly larger multifamily housing project that will bring 374 new units to Arcadia, of which 38 will be made affordable for very low-income families. Opportunities for mixed-use development and more housing will continue with the Huntington Village project that will bring 263 units, 26 of which will be affordable, and 67,000 square feet of commercial space. Huntington Village promises unmatched variety in housing with townhomes, condos, and urban flats to choose from. I'm looking forward to seeing more than 11 acres of land transform the northeast corner of Mitchell-Linda and Huntington Drive into a vibrant and thriving community. And when you love something deeply, it's natural to be protective of it. We want to wrap our arms around it and know it and to hold on to it tightly. And that could have been the path for the Derby restaurant, but its owner, Dustin Nicolarson, who's here today. Dustin, where'd you go? I don't know if people want to know where. There, over there in the corner, again in the shade. He's reimagined a different future. At the end of this year, the beloved Derby will close its doors and prepare to transform into a new mixed-use project that will bring 214 units to Arcadia, with 9 units designated for low-income seniors. The project will also bring 3 restaurant concepts, one of which will be a revamped Derby restaurant, including a second-story indoor outdoor bar, hopefully with a covering over it, because apparently it gets hot. The reimagined Derby project will preserve all the aspects of the restaurant we have grown to love, while making important modernizations that will serve as the building blocks of new memories and moments in Arcadia. As someone who is deeply proud of this city and recognizes the gift of living here, I'm so excited to offer more people the chance to call Arcadia home. Not only will the addition of these new units help meet targets set in our adopted housing element, but that wasn't in my idea either when I was planning this out. But also these developments are critical in helping people of all income levels the chance to remain in Arcadia. This is a shining example of Arcadia's golden legacy. I'm relieved to report that in the past 9 months, since I rotated in as mayor, we have been able to adopt the necessary zoning changes that allowed us to get our housing element certified by the state of California. This certification provides us certain protections, namely against the builder's remedy, which allows, if you have no housing element, a builder can come and build any height or density as long as the project includes affordable housing. So we look forward to the creation of new residential and commercial development that will set a new standard for our community. And we must reflect upon the last year and all of our gold medal moments that we've already reached. And after decades in the making, it's kind of hard to see, but that's a sound wall. It doesn't make a pretty picture, but it was something that our prior councils had been fighting for, and namely our former mayor, Tom Beck. And now we will be getting those along the 210 freeway in Arcadia. While this may seem like an awfully long time to wait for these, I can assure you we are benefiting from the dogged approach of our former mayors who hounded Caltrans and Metro for years, resulting in Arcadia receiving the sound walls much earlier than we had expected. And with the addition of these sound walls, Arcadia neighborhoods near the freeway will know a new level of quiet and tranquility that's been sorely missed. And then in November, Arcadia hosted the Breeders' Cup once again. Spectators were treated to one of the best equestrian events in the country. Arcadia has now had the privilege of being the host venue 11 times, the most of any track in the United States. And I was fortunate enough to be mayor this time as well as the last time Breeders' Cup was here back in 2019. And so in the coming years, Arcadia will have more opportunities to host this prestigious race, and now with even more places for visitors to stay, with the addition of 2 new Hilton hotels. By 2025, the 5-story, 170-room Hilton Hotel project will be complete. That's the one right across the street. The hotel will feature conference rooms, banquet space, and another rooftop bar. I'm going to mention to them about coverings. Looking out across the Santa Anita racetrack, this $65 million project will bring new jobs and provide countless new visitors a place to stay in the city of Arcadia. In addition, in 2026, Arcadia will be able to host even more travelers with the addition of the Tempo Hotel, also by Hilton. This 4-story hotel will feature over 90 rooms and is expected to open by 2027. The Tempo Hotel will be adjacent to the Hilton Hotel project and will create a campus environment for visitors to stay in the heart of the city. And Arcadia, with the addition of the Le Méridien that we're at here today, will be a setting of a new gold standard in hospitality. So this past year, Arcadia has hosted lots of events, like the Moon Festival in September, which was brought back after a 3-year hiatus due to the pandemic. The city co-sponsored with Downtown Arcadia Improvement Association, which some of the members are here today, thank you, the Halloween Haunting in October, the Holiday Fair in December, and then for the first time, Downtown Arcadia, all on its own, brought to the city the Lunar New Year Festival in January. And I wanted to thank February, sorry. And I wanted to thank my board members of Downtown Arcadia for all their hard work and endless energy invested in these events. I started Downtown Arcadia first forming a small group of business owners committed to enhancing the downtown experience. We've come a long way since 2010 when there was just a group of 4 of us. Now you are all gold medalists to me. And I want to thank especially Peter Amundsen, who was on our city council in 2010 and helped create our Downtown Arcadia Improvement Association. Thank you. And again, just last month, the City Council continued its tradition of having Law Day in May, where volunteer attorneys provide free legal advice to residents from throughout the San Gabriel Valley. And as an attorney myself, I was honored to be one of the volunteer attorneys who was able to help those wrestling with their legal issues. And then coming up on June 29th will be the Patriotic Festival with fireworks. Thanks again to a co-sponsorship with our City of Arcadia and the Downtown Arcadia Improvement Association. And I hope you will all be able to attend this golden event. So in 2024, we will also get back, and then I'm also mentioning, sorry, I had it in my script, the Taste of Arcadia, September 21st, held at the Santa Anita Racetrack this fall. Thank you to the Chamber of Commerce who's bringing that back to us. And now we look forward to seeing these events flourish in the future in Arcadia and providing a venue for community members and visitors to connect with each other. They provide golden moments in Arcadia's history, an opportunity for community to come together, share culture and tradition with one another. But also bringing new events and undergoing changes this year includes the shops at Santa Anita. The shops have been long-standing partners on special programs like Merry and Bright, which after 3 years generated $3.8 million in local spending from 5,000 participants, providing extra support for brick and mortar retailers in Arcadia. And with the opening of the 99 Ranch Market this past year at the shops, the addition of new events and more luxury stores, the shops at Santa Anita has solidified Arcadia as the premier retail destination in the San Gabriel Valley. We also had the reopening of our Arcadia Performing Arts Center. And to kick it off, was Ruben Studdard and Clay Aiken of American Idol fame, but coming up again on September 21st, but this one's in the evening, is Taylor Dane at the Arcadia Performing Arts Center. I hope you can all join us there as well. And finally, the City of Arcadia hosted its first ever symposium on homelessness. This all-day event featured panelists from throughout Southern California, covering many different topics and representing many different perspectives. It was an honest discussion on what are the challenges in addressing homelessness and what opportunities are available. In Arcadia, from July 2023 to April 2024, the City of Arcadia expended $1.185 million on responding to people experiencing homelessness in Arcadia. In the month of April alone, the Arcadia Police responded to 324 calls for service related to homelessness. Our fire department transported 16 unhoused persons to the hospital for a total cost of $54,561.25 to the taxpayer. Lakota, our case management service provider, has had 416 first-time encounters since July of 2023 with people sleeping on the streets in Arcadia. And while this is a staggering number, the good news is Lakota, that's now, see, I just realized I put in an acronym. Los Angeles Center for Alcohol and Drug Abuse, I think, has made headway in decreasing our unhoused population. So the number for the first-time encounters from July 2022 to April 2023 was 485. So the number has gone down. And this year, since July of 2023, Lakota has been able to place 152 people into housing, whereas last year, in the same period of time, Lakota had only placed 50 people into housing. So I want to thank Lakota for all of their efforts in helping us address homelessness here in the City of Arcadia. And what we've learned from the symposium is that there's more work to be done. Our business districts continue to struggle with the negative impacts of people living on the streets, causing disruptions in business, the petty thefts committed by unhoused. Living on the streets not only burdens our commercial districts, but also our healthcare system. It's not good for our businesses, but more importantly, it's not good for those who are living on the streets. The Department of Public Health for LA County reported that people experiencing homelessness are almost 4 times as likely to die than the LA County population as a whole. Drug overdose is the leading cause of death among persons experiencing homelessness, while coronary heart disease is the leading cause of death among housed persons. Our tax dollars pay the cost of emergency health care for those who can't afford it, but it's a fraction of the actual cost borne by hospitals. To stay profitable, hospitals will often need to charge prices that if the person can afford to pay more, they do so in order to cover losses suffered when treating those on Medi-Cal. Studies have shown money is saved when providing housing with services to people experiencing homelessness, as it improves the health of those persons, thus reducing the number of emergency room visits. So it's imperative that we do more to address homelessness. It's a cost we cannot afford, both for the housed and the unhoused. And this is Arcadia's golden opportunity to make a difference. And I want to thank our City Council and our Citizens Financial Advisory Committee for their careful and strategic planning over the last 4 years. We've experienced several years in a row now of a surplus. We've been able to replenish our equipment and capital projects funds, which have been depleted during years of budget shortfalls and very lean years during COVID. This year, we were fortunate to make some significant investments in equipment and staffing. In March, the city's first basic life support ambulance program went live and is already handling 1/3 of all transports, keeping life-saving resources local and improving the response times during life's scariest moments. In our quest to provide the highest quality of life for residents, The public safety and healthcare services offered in Arcadia are second to none. For the second consecutive year, the Arcadia Fire Department produced a 100% survival rate for patients experiencing cardiac arrest. A 100% survival rate is the best possible outcome for all patients, and it absolutely crushes the national average of 36%. The men and women of Arcadia Fire have achieved the gold medal in life-saving measures and given so many people the gift of more time, and I want to congratulate our fire department, and some of our members are here this evening. Thank you. We've also just approved the purchase of a new ladder truck for the cost of $3.1 million. This truck provides the necessary vantage points for suppressing large structure fires and helping contain and prevent damage to surrounding structures. We are privileged to be able to afford such equipment for our fire department. But we are also making investments in our police department. You may have recently seen mobile cameras go up in 3 key intersections in the city of Arcadia. These cameras provide the ability to monitor hotspots in the city of Arcadia, identifying suspects and assisting in police apprehensions. We've also been adding to our license plate readers, the flocks, at strategic points of entry in the city of Arcadia, adding 20 new license plate readers. We are now up to 43, and we'll soon be up to 60. These flock cameras are able to detect stolen vehicles, vehicles belonging to someone with an arrest warrant, or help the police identify which vehicles were at or near the scene of a crime. Our public safety is gold winning and makes Arcadia one of the best places to raise a family. Part of being a gold medal city is also providing the space for community members to achieve their own medal-worthy moments. And the renovations at Newcastle Park will be one of those golden moments in Arcadia's history. Renovations began last month, and the improvements will provide better field space, new pickleball courts, don't even get me started how many people want the pickleball courts, and tennis courts, playgrounds, and much more. Importantly, the city is leveraging over $2 million in state grant dollars to fund the majority of these improvements, giving Arcadians a new space to enjoy for generations to come. This will be our city's golden improvement. And as we look to our future and all we have yet to achieve, I can't help but think of Wilderness Park. This park was the most devastated in the Bobcat fire back in 2020. And with heavy winter rains that followed, the Wilderness Park has been closed. In the coming year, we will begin to investigate whether or not state and federal funding can be used to rebuild Wilderness Park into the treasure it has long been. Although it's still years away, I look forward to seeing the reopening of Wilderness Park and making this our golden asset accessible to the community once again. And behind all these golden moments are the people making them happen. Whether that be the staff working hard behind the scenes, the businesses investing in our community, the volunteers and service clubs, our amazing partners in the school district, healthcare, tourism. Arcadia is fortunate to have a distinguished roster of dreamers and doers who work tirelessly to raise our city's profile and better this community. And in April, we had to bid farewell to our longtime city clerk, Gene Glasgow, who retired. He had first served his country in the Vietnam War and then came home to Arcadia to serve an elected office for 12 years. Although Gene couldn't be with us here today, he's made lasting contributions to our city through the Vietnam War Monument at the county park and his years of community service. We are eternally grateful that he chose to make Arcadia his home, and Gene is our golden man of the hour. And then on the third Tuesday of each month, I held a coffee with the mayor, and on the second Friday of each month, I played mahjong at the community center. It's called Mahjong with the Mayor. And these community activities increased our civic engagement, making them the golden moments of Arcadia. And in my 8 years on the City Council, I've had the privilege of meeting and working with people from all walks of life. What has always stayed with me has been the story behind each person, how they landed in Arcadia, why they chose to start their business here, why they raised their family here, and what this community really means to them. What I found through all my conversations is that we all have far more in common than we believe. And even further, we all share one core belief, that Arcadia is a uniquely special place, a hidden gem where people feel safe and have a sense of belonging. Arcadians fiercely love this city and maintain a protective spirit about their way of life here, wanting to preserve all the parts they've come to know and love. And in the warmth and comfort of familiarity, I encourage you all to think big, act boldly, and continue hoping, dreaming, and doing for our city. Nothing great is ever accomplished alone, and I want to take the time to thank each person here today for all that you have given to this city. Arcadia is a better place for it and for having you here. It has been my privilege to have played a part in Arcadia's magic and what has become known as the Arcadia Way. Thank you. You could tell I was melting. Thank you all for your unwavering support and for helping us reach our gold medal moments over the years. And I just want to say also a very special thank you. I know I teased her earlier, Emily Buchanan, who is now in charge of putting this event together. I want to thank you. Did a fantastic job. To all of our city staff, to so many of our departments, our city departments are here today. This really is a special moment, as this is my last year on City Council. I'll be terming out. So this is it for me. And although it's not a cocktail, it's a water, because I truly am like kind of dying up here. But but thank you all so much for being here and sharing with us. And at this time, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker. Hold on. And I'm so pleased to be able to welcome Mirai back to Arcadia, as she knows firsthand the trials and tribulations of striving for greatness and competing on the world's greatest stage. Please help me give a warm welcome to Olympic medalist, Dancing with the Stars alumni, and our hometown star, Mirai Nagasu. It's actually getting a little cooler.
Thank you, Mayor Verlato. Thank you for all the wonderful things you've done for our city. And to our next mayor, maybe we can implement an ice rink in Arcadia so that we could hold the state of the city in an ice rink where we can skate and be protected from the sun. But for my speech today, I want to thank all of you for the warm welcome and inviting me to speak today. I'm deeply honored to be here in front of all of you. For those who may not know me, my name is Mirai Nagasu, and I'm an Olympic bronze medalist in the sport of figure skating. Beyond my achievements on the ice, I am incredibly, thank you. Beyond my achievements on the ice, I am incredibly proud to call Arcadia my hometown. It's a place that has shaped me, supported me, and always welcomed me back with open arms. Today, I would like to share my journey and express my gratitude to this wonderful city that has been a cornerstone of my life. When I was 8 years old, my family made a significant decision to move to Arcadia. My parents chose this city because they wanted to provide me with the best education possible. They are first-generation immigrants from Japan who dream big and work tirelessly to make those dreams a reality. They purchased and began running Sushi Kyosuzu on Baldwin Avenue, a restaurant they have successfully operated since 1998. My parents' dedication and perseverance have been a constant source of inspiration for me, and I'm proud to say that the restaurant is still thriving today. The Arcadia school system played a crucial role in my development, both as a student and as an athlete. I had the privilege of attending Highland Oaks Elementary, Foothills Middle School, and Arcadia High School. These schools provided me with an excellent education and a nurturing environment where I could pursue my passion for figure skating. It was during my freshman year of Arcadia High School that I won the U.S. National Figure Skating Championships at the age of 14. 2 years later, I attended my first Olympic Games in 2010, finishing just off the podium in 4th place. Balancing school and skating was no easy feat, but my family always found a way to make it work. My daily routine was intense and often exhausting, but it taught me the values of discipline and hard work. I would wake up at 5 a.m., be on the ice by 6, skate until 8 a.m., and head straight to school. After school, my schedule included ballet or piano lessons, and then I would finish my day at the restaurant, doing my homework at a table or in the back storage closet. I would fall asleep in that same storage closet, surrounded by the hustle and bustle of the restaurant. My parents' dedication was mirrored in their daily routine as well. My dad would wake up just as early to get the best catch at the fish market, ensuring the quality of sushi. Interestingly, figure skating wasn't my first sport. Ooh. My dad initially introduced me to golf, and I have fond memories of holding a little plastic golf club while learning the game. However, one rainy day changed my path forever. To escape the rain, my mom took me to the ice rink, and from that day on, I was captivated. My parents quickly realized my passion for figure skating, and they supported me wholeheartedly as I pursued this new dream. In 2010, I had the incredible honor of representing Team USA at the Winter Olympics in Vancouver. At just 16 years old, I was bright-eyed and full of excitement, although I could hardly comprehend the magnitude of the event. The experience was unforgettable and set the stage for the challenges and triumphs that lay ahead in my career. Fast forward to 2014, I had another shot at the Olympic Games. Despite a strong performance at the National Championships where I finished 3rd, I was left off the team. The setback was devastating, but it also fueled my determination. I set a new goal for myself: to master the triple axel, a jump that had only been successfully landed by 2 other women at the Olympic Games. This goal became my driving force, and I dedicated myself to achieving it. By 2018, my hard work paid off. I had another strong showing at the US Championships, where I finished 2nd, and this earned me a spot back on the Olympic team. At the Pyeongchang Olympics, I made history by becoming the first American female to land the triple axel. This achievement contributed to Team USA winning bronze. It was a moment of immense pride and a testament to the years of hard work and dedication. After my competitive career, I had the opportunity to be on not 1, but 2 reality TV shows, Dancing with the Stars and Celebrity Big Brother. I never could have dreamed that that would be in my future as a young kid. And my competitive spirit is sad that I didn't win, but as an athlete, I always get up and keep going. Since then, I've transitioned into coaching, instructing, and mentoring the next generation of figure skaters. Sharing my knowledge and experience with young athletes has been incredibly rewarding. However, one of my proudest moments comes from off the ice. During the COVID-19 pandemic, my parents faced significant challenges with their restaurant. But my friends from Arcadia came through for my family and introduced us to the Power of 10 initiative, where they help provide over 500 meals per week to healthcare workers. This program was a lifeline for many and helped my parents keep their restaurant open. My parents were the first business in the Los Angeles area to participate in the initiative, and it wouldn't have been possible without the supportive community. For that, I am extremely grateful. I have many of my fondest memories in Arcadia. At 3 years old, I met one of my closest friends, and I would often run to her house so that we could hang out. Ironically, her mom also taught me piano, which I took lessons so that I could become more musical for figure skating. And though I excelled at figure skating, my friend and I would often laugh about how abysmal my piano playing skills were. Not only are my friends from Arcadia still a core part of me, I am proud to be a huge part of successful Arcadia alumni. I remember going over to the Bergara's house during summers because I was friends with their son Jake, who is now a successful dentist. And back then, I would watch their eldest, Ryan Bergara, edit YouTube videos, and now he has a successful media company called Watcher. And though I did not go to school with Sherry Cola, it is pretty cool to see her on the screen at movie theaters. And I can't forget my friend from my own class, Olivia Sway, who constantly makes people laugh with the YouTube channel Smosh. And finally, I want to recognize Iris Wang, who is also a fellow Olympian from Arcadia. It is clear that Arcadia develops and nurtures well-rounded individuals. In closing, I want to extend my deepest gratitude to Mayor Verlato and the City of Arcadia for inviting me to speak today. This city has placed a pivotal role in my life, providing me with opportunities, support, and a sense of community that I will forever cherish. I am incredibly proud to have grown up here in the 626. Thank you for being a part of my journey and continuing to support the dreams of the future generation. May we all continue to strive for excellence and support from one another in this wonderful community. Thank you.
And I want to thank Mirai, and I've got a certificate, but we'll go in front of the podium. Thank you so much in honor of you coming and being our keynote speaker here today. I present you with a certificate of commendation from the City of Arcadia's mayor. And if we can go in front of the podium for pictures, because I know Jackie.
Thank you so much. This is so cool.
And again, I just want to thank everybody for being here today. I want to thank all of you who, kept your cool in the heat. Thank you so much for braving the heat and coming out into the seats. And I just want to remind all of you that we definitely can go for the gold in the City of Arcadia. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good night. Thank you.